What's going on, everybody? This is JacobViral. Today I have a Stetsom DSP digital audio processor to check out today. Give you an unbox review as well as get it installed, turned on, and show you all the features included. Pretty cool to see this small device to be able to do so much. So check out the links in the description if you want to see more in depth of how much this costs, what it offers, all the features, as well as the price point, and really anything on the Stetsom sites. You'll see them in the description. So let's go ahead and dig in. First thing up front, this is the 4-channel. DSP. There's also an 8-channel. So you can see that there's 4 outputs and 1 input. They also can have 3 sequencers installed, so that's 3 different devices. I'll be testing out later getting it installed as well, so you'll see more in-depth explanation on that. This is the STX2448 processor from Stetsom Audio, and there's also an 8-channel, so this is the 4-channel. But I also put links in the description if you want to see both of the features. So you can actually choose between the 4 and the 8 channel, depending on how many devices and RCAs you're wanting to run for audio processing. So, and just show you the back real quick, and you can see the footprint space is really small with the hand. I've never personally ran a DSP. I've seen so many of them at shows. It's really a pretty small device for how many cool features that it offers and different things that you can do with it. But something that I'm completely new to. It's been going on and been used for cardio for years, but I've never really used one. But I'm glad to be able to test it out today and share it with y'all. So also go ahead, if you haven't, check out the Stetsom USA Instagram page. Go ahead and give them a follow if you haven't, as well as check out some of their posts. There's a lot of products from StetsomStore.com, and I also have those in the description. So I'm going to stop talking altogether on that, just show you all the background of it. Now let's go ahead and look at the back of the box. One thing I wanted to mention is if anybody doesn't know what a DSP is for, it is simply a process for how the signal that comes from the digital domain. It'll analyze it, measure it, and manipulate the signal to use some form of mathematical calculation that this device does for you. It involves interchanging the information that is observed, analyzes it, and then transforms it into a separate form of signal. So this takes place really quickly, so you'll never know it entirely, but this process is unnoticed, and it's really critical element that you want for good quality sound for your system. So it's definitely a benefit to do for that. So that's pretty much the summary on this DSP. I'm not going to talk too much on it. Going to go ahead and get it installed next. So once again, thank y'all for watching. Hit the like button if you haven't, and let's get it installed. So I have the DSP right behind my system in my vehicle. So I'll go ahead and install first the RCAs, the inputs coming from my head unit. After I install the inputs from my head unit, I can install all of my output RCAs that are going to go to the different devices. So my specific device I'm using is a 4-channel amplifier. I'm using 2 of those channels. So I went ahead and routed RCAs to that from my input to my output of my amplifier. Now I got my positive of my battery installed, and then also my ground I'm going to install in a second as well. So this isn't the most optimal way. You also would want to use the proper wire gauge as well as little terminal connected points that you can actually mount to the wire, but I didn't have those for this video, so I went ahead and installed it without them. Since I'm only using this to install and try out for fun, I can always do it later the proper way off camera. Now I got the ground and power installed, installing the turn-on wire, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the sequencer. So the sequencer, you can have up to 3 devices. This is your blue turn-on wire, where it actually is going to sequentially turn on the amplifier. So that's it. Alright, so I got everything hooked up and installed. The input of the RCAs, output of the RCAs. Sequencer, I'm only hooking up 1. This is going to a 4-channel amplifier. The remote turn-on wire, the ground, and the battery. So this is just to be able to test this out. This is not the proper way to install. You would also do connectors, as well as everything should be OFC, I would say, as well as make sure that the gauge wire is right. But for the initial test, there shouldn't be any problems with this. It should work. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything's double check connected good, and then do my first initial turn on. Everything looks good. Going to go turn it on for the first time. We go turn the key on the vehicle. First turn on. All right, we're in. Make sure y'all can see it and zoom in. So these are all hot. Shows the lights are on, meaning that they are hot. But I only got one hooked up. Since this is a 4-channel, up to 4 channels you could do on this. And then of course the other option they have a DSP for the 8-channel as well, depending on what option you look for. Like I said earlier, the link's in the description if you want to look at that. So digital processor in English. First time using this as well, so I'll be learning as I go. Stetsom TX2448. Main menu, audio processing. I went ahead and added the technical specs. If you want to see those, you can go ahead and pause here, but we'll continue on. So one new cool tool that I noticed on this is a tone generator. So this tone generator, you're actually able to generate different frequency tones from it with a sweep, or if you want to tone just one frequency. So you're able to do a sweep frequency or just one certain tone, which is a really cool feature that I'll definitely use when I use this DSP if I choose to. So you actually can see you could do 10 hertz up to as high as you want with the frequency to set for your start and end points. And that's enough of the sweep. You also can be able to do the tone generator with whatever frequency you want. And then with that, you're able to actually test out from that. So if you want to actually do an SPL test with your subwoofer, you can actually do that as well, like a burp in a sense. So you have the screensaver where if you want to change the name on it, you can do that. You also have, when you go to the main menu, you can toggle through this control to change your language to whatever language you want. The audio processor, your graphic equalizer. There's so many different features in this. I'm amazed to see, and this is something completely new to me, so I'm glad to be able to kind of do it on video as I'm looking through it. So it's a 15-band graphic equalizer, so you're able to do a lot of different adjustments with it within the parameters for every frequency. It also has a remote activation, so you're able to turn on and off the different sequences. And for each input and output, you can have different high pass and low pass filters for each output. So you have to do the hotkey and then choose your different outputs from that for each frequency. And you can turn off certain frequencies. And then you have different crossover variability. So where you can go 12, 18, 24, 36, etc. Usually within half an octave decibel for each frequency. So there's so many details within this that I'm reading through y'all on this LCD display that I'm showing you. And of course you also have different parameters for your input, your graphics, everything else. So I really don't know all the details to break down and talk with y'all on. That's why I gave also recommend looking at more videos and links in the description to check out to read more on this and watch more in-depth videos. But glad to be able to actually show y'all this on camera and go through it. So look at this graphic equalizer that goes up. You can break it down into 100 hertz, 300 hertz, 500, 16K hertz. Now I'm looking at 2.5K hertz. You're able to go down to minus 12 dB or plus 12 dB. So you can go plus or minus, and then some of them you also have where you can tune it to even a higher octave decibel slope offs as well. And then there's also a lot of other things on here that I don't even know about with audio processing that I mentioned earlier that you can go in depth more in, and you break it down for each area. Then you also have your bass boost and your loudness on here. So a lot of these features, it also comes with your head unit, but you can break it down more in depth here, and you can break it in between different output RCAs that you run with, depending on if you choose the 4 or the 8 channel. Also, you have presets where you could do treble boost. You also have hip hop, pop, mid bass, powerful, whatever boost you want to run with. You can try out different ones, and it doesn't have to be just a boost. It can be different equalizers that are preset, so you don't have to manually go in. And then you also are able to save and load your options that you saved or you set up, and then you can enter a password if you want to create a password. I'm trying to do as well. So I'm just trying to go through this and give you a commentary as I go through it to show y'all all the different features it has on it. And that's about it for that. They also have a gain where you can actually adjust your gain settings, routing, crossovers, delays, phase, all these different features. You have a limiter as well, as you just saw, and you can mute certain parameters within your graphic equalizer and your equalizer settings for each output and input as well. So I don't know too much along a lot of this, but I'm also trying to show y'all all the features it offers. So if anybody that actually knows these or would use these, it would be beneficial. Of course, there's a lot in here that you may not need depending on what you're using it for, but I can definitely see the benefit for it. So anyway, give it a like. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this product, as well as what y'all do on the DSP with the digital audio processor if you have one. Be glad to see the comments and what y'all say y'all use it for, as well as everybody else can check them out. So there you go. Well, that's all. Let us know what you think in the comments on this. First time ever actually turning one on and messing with myself. DSP digital processor is pretty cool with so many features you could actually use for it. Definitely can help improve sound quality as well as everything else mentioned in the video earlier. Once again, thanks Stetsom and everybody for watching. Check out the links in the description if you want to see more on this, as well as stay tuned for more videos. Thanks Stetsom for the product as well as everybody checking it out, and I'll see you on the next one. JacobViral out. What's going on, everybody? This is JacobViral, ending this video to say thank you for watching my videos. Every single day I have a daily cardio video I upload. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow.